Good morning. Today's presentation is all about how we teach to the top in media studies.
Teaching to the top is not just about differentiating learning materials and methods. It is also about changing the culture of learning in the classroom. One of the most effective methods we use in media studies originates from the ideas found in Stephen Covey's seminal book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Using digital video production in media studies at KS5, we hope to demonstrate how the 7 habits can be used to produce outstanding results when teaching practical creative work of this kind at A-level.
Habit 1. Be proactive.
Encouraging our students to be proactive means fostering a culture of independence. This may often mean the teacher has to let go of certain tasks and encourage students to lead each other. If students feel secure enough to take on these responsibilities, a proactive ethos can be developed further. The most responsive learners will take ownership of their work and proactively operate from a position of responsibility, what Covey describes as their circle of influence.
Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind.
Before students can begin to plan their digital video productions, they are carefully guided through the research stage and the analysis of similar texts. Analysing selected sequences from key text is of course highly recommended, but learners also need to see what outstanding student work looks like and understand how this success is mapped with the marking criteria. The most able students will begin to visualise their ideas during this stage of research and should eventually produce work which has been informed by their findings.
Habit 3. Put first things first.
Habit 3 is all about prioritising. This unit of work does not have one single deadline at the end of the project. Instead, there are distinct and carefully signposted stages to the unit: research, planning, production, post-production and evaluation. Within each of these stages, there are interim deadlines, including draft deadlines and contingency timeframes. The teacher prioritises the tasks, but the students are responsible for efficiently executing these tasks. For the most able students, Habit 3 guarantees that their excellent use of time will result in stronger attainment.
Habit 4. Think win-win.
The key feature of Habit 4 is allowing students to fail and to learn from their own and each other's mistakes. It is better to fail aiming high than to succeed aiming low. Creating a win-win mentality is much like creating a positive mindset, where all learning experiences can be interpreted as positive and all learners can progress by learning from their mistakes. In digital video production, students work in pairs and small groups. Because of this, nurturing a positive, collaborative ethos where all learners can achieve from each other is very important in producing highly creative work. For more information on growth mindset, refer to the extensive work undertaken by Carol Dweck.
Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood.
In media studies production work, students are encouraged to undertake a preliminary task where they have to direct each other on camera, recording a variety of shots to complete a basic continuity sequence. As well as developing their technical skills, they all have to feel the pressure of being in front of the camera if they are to succeed as directors behind it. Having experienced what it's like in front of the camera, the preliminary task encourages high ability students to develop a greater sense of empathy.
Habit 6. Synergize.
For media students working in pairs and small teams on coursework projects, the ability to use their skills collectively is key to the success of the finished piece. Less able students will stubbornly stick to tasks they're comfortable with, but more able learners will quickly realise that the end product is far more important than the sum of its parts. Synergising is also about seeing the bigger picture. High ability students will also see the project as an opportunity to begin to compile their own production portfolio.
Habit 7. Sharpen the saw.
Habit 7 is all about continuous improvement and depends very much on effectively evaluating all the processes of the project, not just the final product. By critically evaluating the whole process, including the weaknesses of each stage of the project, students are encouraged to address areas for development in subsequent projects. As lifelong learners, we are continuously reflecting on our own practice, so the need for our students to do the same is vital to their long-term success.
The example you're about to watch suitably demonstrates how the 7 habits, when embedded in the learning culture of day-to-day practice, can effectively maximise the potential of the most able. The 2 students who produced this sequence managed to raise their minimum targets by 1 whole grade. Creatively and technically, their work met all the assessment criteria to a very high level.
Finally got it. There's nowhere to run now. It would seem not. No more game. The hands behind the back.
It's worth pointing out that effective habits are learned over a sustained period of time, and that repetition of good practice should, in the long term, yield effective results. Time and carefully targeted pressure are 2 factors which are fundamental in the effectiveness of this approach.
We hope you found this presentation useful, and hopefully you can begin to see that teaching to the top doesn't have to be as complex as some people think.
Thank you for watching. Smashed it.
Good job, well done.
Quick bite?
Yeah, let's go.